achieve a truce for at least 30. A cup. We are for it. But there's a catch. What does it not involve? First, what are we going to do? With this incursion in the Kursk region? If we stop hostilities for 30 days, what does that mean? What? Are all those who are there going to come out without a fight? We have to let them out from there, after they committed a lot of crimes against civilians? Or will the Ukrainian leadership give us the order to lay down our arms? Just surrender. How will that work? That's unclear. Continued. This forced mobilization so that weapons can be supplied there, so that for the newly mobilized units. On the newly mobilized units, they went through training, or none of this will be done. Then the question arises, how will issues of control and verification be resolved? We can, and how will we be guaranteed that nothing like this will happen? How will control be organized? I hope that at the level of common sense, this is clear to everyone. These are all serious questions. So, who will give the orders to cease hostilities? And what is the price of these orders? Can you imagine almost 9,000 kilometers? Who will determine where and who violated? The possible agreement on a ceasefire over 2,000 kilometers? And then, who will blame whom for violating this agreement? These are all questions. The violation of this agreement, these are all questions that require their meticulous researcher from both sides. So the idea itself is right, and we definitely support it. But there are questions that we need to discuss, and I think we need to talk about this with our American colleagues and partners. Maybe we should call President Trump and discuss it with him. But the idea itself, to end this conflict through peaceful means, is genuine for us. Readiness, Ukraine's readiness for a ceasefire, I will say now. Of course, that's how I assess it. But first of all, I would like to start with words of gratitude to the President of the United States, Tony Trump, for the attention he pays to the resolution in Ukraine. Just a lot of attention. We all have enough of our own current affairs, but the leaders of states and the chairman of the People's Republic of China, the Prime Minister of India, and the presidents of Brazil and South Africa are addressing this issue and are dedicating quite a bit of time to it. We are grateful to all of them for this. We are grateful because this effort is aimed at achieving the noble mission of ending hostilities and human losses. First. Second, we agree with the proposals to cease hostilities, but we start from the fact that this ceasefire, it should be one that would lead to long-term peace and eliminate the root causes of this crisis. Now, regarding readiness, Ukraine to cease hostilities. So the meeting in America at the Ukrainian gathering in Saudi Arabia, it may seem on the surface, looks like the decision-making by the Ukrainian side under American pressure. In fact, I'm absolutely convinced that the Ukrainian side should have been asking for this. I urge the Americans very strongly, based on the situation that is developing, as it has just been said, on the ground. And how is it developing? I'm sure many saw that yesterday I was in the Kurdish region, and I listened to reports from the Chief of the General Staff, the commander of the North Group, and his deputy regarding the situation in the border area, primarily in the Kursk region, or rather in the area of incursion into the Kursk region. What's happening there? The situation there is completely under our control, and the group that invaded our territory is located in isolation. It's complete isolation and total, to be continued, fire control. Managing the Ukrainian troops inside this zone. Inside this zone, the invasion has been lost. Invasions lost. If just a week or two ago, Ukrainian soldiers were trying to break out of there in small groups,